Learn English through stories C18. Adopted and modified by Kulwant Singh Sandhu. Contents: 1. An old tiger and a greedy traveler. 2. The elephant and the dog. 3. Mini stories 3. 4. Hey bud. Buddy buddy. 5. Scratchy sounds scare staffer. 6. There is and there are. 7. Pictured dictionary page. 1. An old tiger and a greedy traveler. Once upon a time, there lived a tiger in a forest. With the passing years, he became too old to hunt. One day, the tiger was walking by the side of a lake, and suddenly, a gold bangle came across his sight. Quickly he picked up the bangle and thought that he could use it as an allure to catch someone. As he was under the thought process, a traveler happened to pass through the opposite side of the lake. The tiger instantly thought to himself what a delicious meal he would make. He planned a scheme to attract the traveler. He held the bangle in his palm, making it visible to the traveler, and said, "Would you like to take this gold bangle? I don't require it." At once, the traveler wanted to take the bangle, but he hesitated to go near the tiger. He knew that it was risky, yet he sought the gold bangle. He planned to be cautious, so he asked the tiger, "How can I believe you? I know you are a beast and would kill me." The clever tiger innocently said, "Listen, traveler, in my youth I was wicked unquestionably, but now I have changed myself. With the advice of a sannyasi, I have left all evil. Now I am all alone in this world, and have engaged myself in kind deeds. Moreover, I have grown old. I have no teeth and my claws are blunt. So, there is no need to fear from me." The traveler was taken in by this smart talk, and his love for gold soon overcame his fear of the tiger. He jumped into the lake to wade across the tiger. But as per the plan of the tiger, he got trapped in the marsh. On seeing this, the tiger consoled him and said, "Oh, you need not worry. I'll help you." Gradually, he came towards the traveler and seized him. As the traveler was being dragged out onto the bank, he thought to himself, "Oh, this beast's talk of saintliness took me in totally. A beast is always a beast. If only I had not let my greed overcome my reason, I could be alive." However, it was too late. The tiger killed the traveler and ate him up. Like this, the traveler became victim of greed, and tiger was successful in his evil plan. Moral: greed never goes unpunished. 2. The elephant and the dog. A long time ago, a dog used to visit the stable where the king's elephant lived. At first, the dog used to go there to get the food that was left after the elephant had finished eating. After some days, the elephant started liking the dog. Soon, he started sharing his food with the dog. This way, the elephant and the dog became great friends. When the elephant used to sleep, his good friend, the dog, used to be beside him. When the elephant was in the mood for playing, he would catch his friend, the dog, in his trunk and swing him to and fro. The dog and the elephant were quite happy when they were together. One day, a farmer saw the dog with the elephant and said to the elephant keeper, "I want to buy that dog. He looks good-tempered and also looks smart. How much money do you want for that dog?" The elephant keeper was clever and only wanted the money. He did not care for the dog. So he asked for a fair price, and the farmer paid it to him and took the dog away to the country. The elephant missed the dog very much and did not care to eat when his friend was not there to share the food with him. The elephant would not care to bathe. He only missed his friend. The next day again, the elephant did not eat and would not bathe. On the third day, when the elephant again didn't eat nor bathe, the king was told about the elephant's behavior. The king sent for his chief servant and said to him, "Go to the stable and find out why the royal elephant is acting in such a weird way." The chief servant came to the stable and looked at the elephant. The chief servant said to the elephant keeper, "There seems to be nothing serious with this elephant's body, but why is the elephant looking sad? Has he lost a friend or a playmate?" "Yes," said the elephant keeper. "There was a dog who used to eat, sleep, and play with the elephant. The dog went away some days ago." "Do you know where the dog went?" asked the chief servant. "No, sir, I don't," said the elephant keeper. "But I saw a farmer walking about. He might have taken the dog." After visiting the stable, the chief servant returned to the king and told him, "The elephant is not sick, my king, but he is lonely without his dear friend, the dog." "Where is the dog now?" the king asked. "A farmer might have taken the dog away, and no one knows where the farmer lives," replied the chief servant. "Very well," the king said. "I will send a word all over the country, asking the farmer who took this dog to turn him loose. I will give him a reward for returning the dog," said the king. The farmer turned the dog loose when he heard this. The dog immediately ran back as fast as he could to the elephant's stable. The elephant was so glad to see his friend, the dog, which he picked him up with his long trunk and placed him on his head. Then the elephant put him down again. When the elephant keeper brought him food, the elephant watched his friend eating and took his own food. The elephant and the dog lived together for the rest of their lives. And the king gave the farmer 5 acres of land. 3. Mini Stories 3. A. The farmer and his sons. A farmer had 5 sons. They were strong and hard-working, but they always quarreled with one another. Sometimes they even fought. The farmer wanted his sons to stop quarreling and fighting. He wanted them to live in peace. Plain words of advice or scolding did not have much effect on these young people. The farmer was puzzled. He did not know what to do. He went to see the village sage, Carter Singh. Carter Singh told the farmer a scheme to unite his sons. The farmer followed the instructions of the sage. So he called all his sons together. He showed them a bundle of sticks and said, "I want any of you to break these sticks without separating them from the bundle." Each of the 5 sons tried one by one. They used their full strength and skill, but none of them could break the sticks. Then the old man separated the sticks and gave each of them just a single stick to break. They broke the sticks easily. The farmer said, "A single stick by itself is weak. It is strong as long as it is tied up in a bundle. Likewise, you will be strong if you are united. You will be weak if you are divided." Moral: united we stand, divided we fall. B. Birbal the Wise. One day, a rich merchant came to Birbal. He said to Birbal, "I have 7 servants in my house. One of them has stolen my bag of precious pearls. Please find out the thief." So Birbal went to the rich man's house. He called all the 7 servants in a room. He gave a stick to each one of them. Then he said, "These are magic sticks. Just now all these sticks are equal in length. Keep them with you and return tomorrow. If there is a thief in the house, his stick will grow an inch longer by tomorrow." The servant who had stolen the bag of pearls was scared. He thought, "If I cut a piece of 1 inch from my stick, I won't be caught." So he cut the stick and made it shorter by 1 inch. The next day Birbal collected the sticks from the servants. He found that one servant's stick was short by 1 inch. Birbal pointed his finger at him and said, "Here is the thief." The servant confessed to his crime. He returned the bag of pearls. He was sent to jail. 4. Hey bud. Buddy buddy. Banta lives in Canada. He doesn't like silly jokes. Banta walked into the conference room. A representative from the credit union was offering workers a chance to win $500 and That sounded good to Banta. When he walked into the room, a young man was sitting down at the big table. When he saw Banta walk in, he grinned and said, "Hey, buddy." Banta wasn't anybody's buddy. He said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing, buddy? I came here to win that $500, and, buddy, can you help me do that, buddy, buddy?" Banta was tired of saying buddy. He hoped that the rep was tired of hearing it. The rep said, "Sure, buddy, have a seat. Let me get some information from you." The rep asked, "Your name?" Banta said, "Buddy." The rep asked, "And your last name?" Banta said, "Buddy." The rep looked at Banta. "Buddy, buddy?" Banta said, "Yes, buddy." The rep typed in buddy, buddy. He asked several more questions. Then he asked, "Your mother's maiden name?" Banta said, "Buddy." The rep said, "Buddy again. Oh, I get it. You're trying to tell me something. I shouldn't call you buddy, right?" "That's okay." "My bad. What do you want me to call you?" Banta said, "You're sharp. How about the M word or the S word?" The rep stared blankly, then asked, "Second letter?" Banta said slowly, "Miss for Mr. and S is for." The rep jumped in. "Sir?" "Okay, I got it." "You're right, sir. Let me type a note to myself. Don't call old guys buddy." Banta said, "Thank you, buddy." 5. Scratchy sounds scare staffer. Makey Kumery was working in her Vancouver office one night for the first time. No one else was in the office. At about 9 p.m., she heard a scratching noise. She got a little scared. She looked around. "Hello," she said loudly. "Is anyone there?" Nobody answered. The scratching continued. She got up from her desk. She walked over to where the sound was coming from. She looked in a trash can. She saw a small rat. It was trying to climb up the side of the plastic trash can, but it was making no progress. Its claws were useless on the hard plastic. "How did you even get into there?" she asked the animal. Makey Kumery was thankful that it was only one rat and that it was a small one. She was glad it wasn't one of the big rats she had seen in the fields in Punjab. She picked up another trash can. She slid that trash can into the trash can with the rat in it. She walked downstairs carrying both trash cans. She went over to the doorman's desk. "I have something for you. I think it's still alive," she said. She gave him the trash cans. He pulled out the top trash can. He said, "Well, one down, how many to go? There are dozens of rats in this building. They're most active at night." She said, "Well, this is my first rat, and I hope it's my last. What happens if one of these things bites me?" She went back upstairs. A week later, she was working in her office around lunchtime. The heat was on in the building. She smelled something. It wasn't a good smell. At first, she thought it was a co-worker's body odor. Then she thought it was a co-worker's lunch. Then she thought it was a dead animal. She walked over to her manager's desk. "Something smells really bad. I think there's something dead in our office," she said. He said, "I hope it's not Mr. Banta Singh." The manager went upstairs and said, "I can't smell anything. Where is the smell coming from?" She led him over to the heating vent near the windows. He put his nose down near the vent. "Phew," he said as he jerked his head back. He called maintenance. A worker arrived a few minutes later. He opened the vent. He found 2 dead rats inside. Makey Kumery's manager said, "Makey Kumery, what a good nose you have. How about coming up to the 10th floor with me and sniffing around? Maybe we have dead rats up there too." Makey Kumery said, "My job is bookkeeping, not sniffing for dead animals." 6. There is and there are. Use there with is and are to say what exists or what you can have. Use there is with singular nouns and there are with plural nouns. 1. There is a tree in our garden. 2. There is a girl called Farah in my class. 3. There is fish for dinner. 4. There is nothing to do when it rains. 5. There's a cat sitting on the bench. 5. There's a boy in my class who can walk on his hands. 6. There are cows in the field. 7. There are some very big ships in the harbor today. 7. Picture dictionary page.